Hello, is everything working at the moment? Yes, indeed you are here. So is everything working? Because before I had a problem with my mic. Can you hear me? Do you possess the ability to hear me? Very nice, very good. Okay, so now where is Tim? He was just a second ago. Under the handbag, there was no denying that the fate I saw belonged to Iwoki. Yes, she fucking is, and now tell me what the fuck is point in playing this game anymore. What the fuck is point in playing this game anymore? Bruh. Bruh. What is the point in play? You fuckers. The game became fucking pointless. You're wrong, it's not your fault, Mika, no matter how we feel the one at fault is.
What's the matter?
This, it feels like someone died in here or something.
Hey!
So you finally showed up, the root of all evil.
What the heck?
How terrible, your big brother, the root of all evil. I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone for you. Bringing everyone? Yeah, same.
Are you kidding me?
What the hell is going on here? Ibuki and Hiyoko. Oh, by the way, 2 people died. 2 fucking human beings died in this game. He was before, but as I said, there was a problem with Mike, so I have no clue where is he now. So 2 people have been killed. Oh, there, that's not all. I've also summoned the other who were at the hospital. The others.
This is troubling.
Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware.
Damn it!
I can't believe they did such a horrible thing. Nagito? Akana? You okay?
Huh?
Huh? Of course. What do you mean, of course?
No way!
Are you talking about the disparities? Jeez, you guys, that stuff is totally over now. Over? Yeah, cause I got bored. For that silly reason? And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. Yeah, that despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
What'd you say?
What the heck? That's impossible. How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily? Who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is that it's already been cured. So let's go back to our main topic and proceed as usual. My file.
See ya later!
I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate. Again? We have to do this again? We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these 2, then we cannot let this be. Why do we have to do this? Same fucking question. Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this.
Damn
If we don't do anything, we'll be executed. Indeed we will.
What do you
Abandon your overdependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world. But what about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru? Huh?
That's weird.
That's Tantrum crying. What happened to me? Looks like lingering after effects of the despair disease. It's nothing for you to worry about.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about.
This is bad.
Since you had the liar disease, your after effects could be lies. Maybe?
Leave it to me.
Please, leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I must do my very best.
Alrighty.
I will definitely bring back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust. Trust. It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monomi. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it?
Damn it.
I will stay. I still don't feel good yet. It's better if I say Hitu, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right?
Damn right.
Then I'll leave that to you. Then let's get started so we can end this nightmare for good. Nightmare. That's right, we need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this. But for those two's sake, we need to find the truth, and then we need to end this nightmare once and for all. Like I've been putting up with this for a while.
Hey.
But why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. Yeah, makes sense. It's because your clothes are so smothering. I seriously can't stand it. I will let you guys investigate this place. And so Kazuichi left the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints. But it really is hot. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that I need to check the Monokuma file first. There are two victims this time, Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sayonouji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was crushed windpipe. As a result of choking, there are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Sayonouji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. What the? Is this it? I already knew the causes of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. What about the times? Monokuma's... okay, yeah. It's strange. Why did the killer kill two people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you will leave, right? I don't think it's really necessary to kill two people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Or was there a reason that they had to kill two people? A reason for killing two people? Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so...
I'll definitely find out.
The truth behind this case.
I think.
That's what I think. Tracy, I would prefer if you had a more confident sounding catchphrase. Oh boy. The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This
Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here? What do you mean?
Well,
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there's no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera. So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They would hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera? And that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was that thing I saw? So... Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What is on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else.
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that handbag though. I did.
Like,
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hyoko was tied up.
well,
That helps, there's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time. So I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true, the estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time, but I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. It might have been a recording. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible. Because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hyoko's death afterward. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. The stepladder is tipped over on its side. Isn't that a blood stain? Look like there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries, if that's the case. Then it must be Hyoko's blood.
Yep.
That's the only thing I can think of. A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? Stepladder has been added to the tools board section of your handbook. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. Stop it. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle, they could have just used a normal stage light. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor though? Nothing dropped. It's just dirty. Dirty?
Hey.
Take a close look at the floor.
See?
If you look closely, you're right, there's a smudge, as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a bloodstain?
Yep.
Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck was slashed, not far from here.
But still.
Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it?
So...
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off, as long as the body is nearby, there's no way they would be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So what was the killer trying to hide? There's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough, it can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. Curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket section. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. So we are saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket?
So...
They went that far. This was probably something that the killer really needed for his crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answer came easy. I mean, indeed, it wouldn't be. Yoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She is wrapped against the pillar with duct tape and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did it? This. According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled, also her sash is tight in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hiyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before. I don't think so. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it possible that the killer killed Hyoko and stabbed her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right?
Hey!
Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way.
Now.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually,
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on, don't tell me you want me to search inside Hyoko's kimono.
huh?
That's exactly it.
Why?
Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me, are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's unalive? Fine, if you don't want to do it, I will just have to ask someone else.
Hey!
Akane!
Yo!
What's up?
Hey,
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that?
What?
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right?
thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
Now then.
Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hyoko as she stuck her hand. Wait, I can't do it today. Damn it, she stayed up so tight, I can't really reach with my hand. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yo!
There's something. Is this what we are looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps.
It looks different than the keys to the cottage, so this may be the key to her motel room. The key to her motel room, huh?
But
If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it would be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence.
isn't that right?
Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono, so we would notice it easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Hyoko had with her all along.
Hey,
Oh, also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you looked like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true, there's several mysteries regarding her body.
well,
Just hear me out for a sec. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is
see?
the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck. Don't you think? I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compass, right? Her body was left alone after her throat was slit. The surrounding area would be a sea of blood. A sea of blood, huh? Two dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. It's the rope that was tied to the button lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it would be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
Hey!
Excuse me, Mikan. Do you have a moment? What happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes. Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see.
So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was always the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right, yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Boogie had a handbag on her head and was hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have a handbag on her head? Wait, huh? That handbag, upon further inspection, there's some medical on the fabric. It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. So many things to check. This looks like the music venue AC unit. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little like so. It's running as a heater over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you can use the control panel to raise and lower the button lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we use this to lower keys. Speaking of the lighting, this video of the music venue I saw, it had a dim candlelight I'm used to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them? Okay.
So you have.
I see, so you noticed too, friend. Huh? Noticed? So you didn't notice. Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the button lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that aberrant item? Look at the button lighting. You mean that? There's something that looked like black paper stuck to the button lighting. So you have finally noticed. But I can really see it from here. I should lower the button lighting one more time and... there's no need. Go Mir's Golden Hawk, jump P, now is the time for you to take flight. Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my 4 dark devas of destruction. The hamster launched itself from Gundam hand and ran up to the button lighting on the ceiling in a flash. Yo! It started turning around the stacked slip of paper in rapid circles, and then the paper fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gundam. What? Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder. Oh, this is amazing! I have never seen a hamster do tricks! They are my 4 dark devas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So, what's with that paper? It seems to be some kind of thick paper though. It does not have any special spell script under it. It appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that I was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's so unnatural. It was. There's a door that says stuff on it. Looks like the inside is a storage room. I might as well investigate in here too. Why am I not surprised that Nagita is in here? You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it will be easy to check how you look. Nagito, did you come here to investigate this storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand couch here?
Hey.
So, how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko. That probably came from the storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that they used for the sky. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? Oh, I'm not siding with the killer, you know? I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it.
But...
That is the main reason why this case is really special. Huh?
Man.
But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime.
By the way, Hajime, I'm very interested. I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I would be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope. I would gladly become the enemy and I won't even mind when I die.
Damn it.
That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? When it can't be helped, I guess I will just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings?
Hey,
You should come by later too. I will go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater. Oh, ho, ho. After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? Because of the fucking movie. There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums, but there are also instruments and machines that I have never seen before. They don't look like they pertain to the case. There's a lot of stickers with the venue logo placed. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decoration. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There's a lot of stickers pasted all over the front side of this wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper looks a little torn, but what does this mean? I guess that's everything important in the storage room. I guess, yeah. Indeed, leaf. If only I had noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the uncle room, and that's when it came to me that I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's what happened. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. It reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I would doubt you, because we have been together since this morning. You're right, we're together until you went to the uncle room. That's right, we're together until just a little before the morning Monokuma's announcement. So I don't doubt you. I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I will tell you what I know. Oh please, but what the fuck? What happened to not doubting me? Oh.
Something like this.
This happened once again. Two of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it. Same.
How cruel.
This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Indeed. Kyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now, those two are no longer here. Such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. Two of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right?
So just as I thought.
We must do this then, for the sake of the two who have fallen. And do you find anything? Did you direct your gaze to the brave stature of my 4 dark devas of destruction? I definitely did not. Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nkamaru, it's like my knees start shaking.
That's weird.
There's no way I have gotten that kind of weakness. I would probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nakamaru's not here. Nakamaru will definitely come back. He will. You're right.
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, take a look at this. What?
Huh?
Look, in front of the door. This is a damn thing, right? And looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
Like...
If something like that is in front of the door, I think it might be a really big clue. Why would this be a clue?
Hey!
Remember when we came to the music venue? Yep, it won't work. The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the 4 of us rushed into the door. But when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh?
I get it.
The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? I mean, you think this drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out?
Huh?
I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows, the door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside. Maybe the killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, and they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us.
I get it.
You know, don't they use tricks like that a lot in Mystery Dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere. Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like he said, that might be possible, but...
Listen to the whole story.
I heard what you two were discussing. Chiaki, that was a kinda cool entrance. Indeed it was. Besides the broken dumpling, I have also discovered something interesting. What is it?
See?
Looks like there's a weird globe where the right and left door touch, see? You're right. What is this? It looks too thin to think it's rubber.
Yep.
It doesn't look like rubber, but... As she said that, Jackie bent down and scraped off the semi-transparent globe with her finger. Why are you putting it in your mouth? Oh, it smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop? And this is the chewiness. I see, this thing may be a globe now, but that doesn't mean it was a globe from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the curves of the door. What are you talking about? Just as I thought, it tastes nasty. Tastes. Yaki spat the globe out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue. Alright, with this, we'll continue investigating, but I still need to walk to Mikan. To talk to Mikan. How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault, this music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of the death. Because of the heat? Is that possible? If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine its precise time of death. I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up the time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the venue hot. But that's weird.
But...
Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree, as long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. This was Ibuki then Hiyoko. And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. Imitation? Murder? Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
See?
It's murder, but the killer uses a creative work like a song or a film as an outline for the killings. It's common in detective novels, mangas and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this? Well, based on the killing order to the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie? The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people. The goal was an imitation murder. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Have a minute.
If this was really an imitation murder of that movie, oh, so they were this, then is it possible that the one person might have been killed? One more.
This too must be the will.
It's definitely conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. What are you talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed. Are you guys worried if there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I feel quite a perfect counterbearer. On the killing school tip, the same black and can only kill a maximum of 2 people. You mean you have added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the blackened would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings. Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, are very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Huh?
So.
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only choose one based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 2 incidents instead of 2? Or if 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence.
Shut up! It's okay, I will make extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey.
Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
Ah,
I don't like
alright, fine. That's right. There's always one killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplish, I would have you figure out. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. You made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little.
Yep.
That makes things a little easier. Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
So.
Like I said, that movie.
Oh my.
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the imitation is. Of course, it's an imitation of that movie.
Well.
Based on the murder, this time it's closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it. As if they copied the movie. I see, Nagito mentioned something about that. Then it's gonna be helped. I guess I will just stay on my gut. Okay. Yeah, we know that.
You.
I see, so you haven't seen it still. It's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital, for sure. The first victim in Bookie was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. He's right, it might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. Oh my god, so many places to investigate. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Kyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class start. I will definitely give it all my all. Definitely. Okay, so... That is definitely the worst murder so far. I don't care who did it, I hate that person.
Well,
I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey,
Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from that 3D looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
right.
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. And if there are other surveillance cameras units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance camera and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed, yeah.
Hey.
But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same other camera and monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning even if another surveillance camera exists, it will be impossible to broadcast with it. However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that. As long as the music venue surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with it.
Hajime.
There's something I want to ask you. You first discovered the Bookie's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It would be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a handbag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know. It must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation. She climbed that stepladder of her own free will and then she grabbed that rope and that's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the skin went black all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore. Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Hold on.
Well?
At the time you said you didn't know that the person wearing the handbag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But I didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed... Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed unaliving herself? What do you think, Chiaki?
Hmm.
There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so.
You.
Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't know. There's no way we would be able to figure out it easily. Yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. Is that conference room, but... Did she seem a little upset? I don't think... It might have been here, cause the killer trying to climb the ladder.
Now then.
I'm finally getting back to my normal self.
All right.
Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my... No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It would be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She would beat me up if I said it out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey, hey.
Well, I have never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but... Hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might have as well keep wearing one. That's the idea, but it looks like they are out of stock. Looks like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there might be more in the empty room. There weren't any gowns?
Yo.
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have choice, then I should just use Nagito. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing?
Huh?
Are you saying I should wear that one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser.
Like.
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Indeed it was. So conference room. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
Hey.
Don't turn it on. Huh? Yaki, are you there?
Because.
Turn on the light. It's gonna be... Oh, it will be embarrassing. What's fully exposed?
Hey.
Hajime, if you poke out your eye, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes.
Aww.
Bummer. Roll fail. Bruh. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtain being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey, hey.
Are you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it.
Well,
I got it. Got what?
see?
The curtains in the conference room are designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through.
See?
The black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. Black light blocking curtain, that's why it was so dark. So it's something wrong with this? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she is upset. But still, what all that about? That bit about it being embarrassing if I look and...
No.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move onto that different place. If you say so. I wonder what's gonna be next. lobby. Oh wait. First, electric monkey. Monkey. Okay, so cinema is next. Oh, Nagito.
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you would come. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know, I haven't watched that movie
I
yet.
see.
I see, then you really should watch this movie first.
Hey!
Manager, a customer's here.
Did you call me?
Yes.
What?
Huh, Hajime's the customer? You have a problem with that.
What are you gonna do?
And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to sit all along. If that's what Sundari Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. You were so devoted to being Sundari, even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
Huh?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? Nothing.
Listen up.
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime... Yeah. Come on, so we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? Stop it! My assistant was in pain and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. See. I'm sorry, I was born stupid. But this for $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about us anymore? Let's hurry up and give me an invitation ticket. It already said on the invitation, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person, you only have one chance to watch it for free. I have already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward to it.
Then I will go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Hajime, about that invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Why? No reason, just think of it as a protective charm. Moving... I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations.
I do. Here.
It's just like me to make Hajime so prickly. He might be hiding a past where I was once known as a prima donna of the mascot world. You definitely weren't called that.
Hey, hey.
It's about time you showed to their side, you know? Come on, liven yourself up a little. Wait for a bit, okay? I see.
No.
Hold on, I'm saying, don't worry, don't.
Are you sure?
They might even get hated by boy burst too, you know? You hate me all you want. Wait, what? I see. The food shop. A lot of things like popcorn, sandwiches and drinks are all around here. I don't think this pertains to the incident at all. That reminds me, the item should be on top of the counter. This one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monomi face on it. Ah, yeah. If that tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Water! Were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's too bad, it's already sold out. Who did you sell it to?
You're so
Stupid, there's no way I would fall for that. There's no way I would say something that would reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it.
shocking.
Ah! I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one, it's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to buy customers with one's price. This. Okay. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off.
Well now.
Now then, I should forget that I curiously made a slip of the tongue.
Now then.
Look like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
Can't wait! I can't wait!
Oh my. Oh my, oh my. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audience to tears. The Wizard of Monami 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this 2.5D. That sounds so half-assed.
Now Ben, please relax and enjoy the film.
I will. Hopefully.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates. One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise, and was whisked away to Monami's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, Monami
Wait.
scarecrow hanged herself and died.
Oh fuck.
He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
Wait, what?
He also met a
Kana?
Monami Tin Man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron.
Agita? Ah.
After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the
Bruh.
crap out of Monami.
Why am I not surprised? Some things never change.
And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her.
What the fuck is your problem, bitch?
With this, Monokuma
I never said
enslaved
that.
people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
I never did behind your back. I thought it was fucking obvious that Bro, it's fucking obvious. If something is not working, then you have to just fucking repair it. Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues. 1 for each head.
So
Now then, let's meet again on the class trial. Goodbye, bye bye. I am too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe the situation. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask it. I expected. Okay, so I investigated. Frankly, this game is pointless anymore. I don't know why the fuck am I playing since the game lost all fucking sense with this killing. And what happened? We know that there's one killer who killed 2 persons, imitation killing. I checked the hospital, now I'm in the theater, and next time gonna go check what if there's something in the motel. But Ibuki is fucking dead. But fucking Ibuki is dead, bro. Ibuki is dead. That was honestly the worst movie I have ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie?
Well,
But thanks to that movie. Now, you know, right? Yeah, that's like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie, not the victims in this case. Ibuki died by hanging, not the scarecrow that in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body marked the alliance that left too. No, because... no. It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seemed that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now, or... if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but... I'm not sure if that's even true. Bro, I'm hungry. I'm fucking hunger. And sadness. Bro, two fucking emotions. I don't think there's somewhere I need to go. I just remembered, I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. It might be faster just to ask someone.
So
You're here, right? Come on out. Huh? Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room was Hyoko staying in?
listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. Kehehe. I wonder how does this guy talk to his parents and cheaters. Fucking cheaters. Teachers. Bruh, cheaters.
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered the Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at the motel. And when we were about to go back to the music venue, you met up with Mikan and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door, and discovered Hyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey.
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall... Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monomi.
I see.
So Kazuichi and Sonia didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are sassy?
Like...
Well, Hyoko was killed. Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but... While we are at it, let me tell you my alibis too. When the monitoring Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on. She said that Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Well, yeah.
While we were cycling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you cycled the island?
Well.
No, we went to the movie theater, and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true, I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact is, Hyoko was killed and we did discover her body.
Huh?
What? Do you still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true I have done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry, even if you... Oh, so you tattooed the glasses tattooed the zombie doggos. With my fucking pistol. Or was it shotgun? No, it was Uzi, I think. Yeah, I think it was Uzi. Yeah, they got with the Uzi. Encasing you in concrete. I would want to know in advance what I have to do to end up like this. Bro, it was a fucking zombie dog that was trying to bite my face off. Looks like it looked bad. The key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. It opened just as I thought. This key was Hiyoko's room key. It literally fucking bite me. It literally fucking bitten me, bro. It fucking bitten me. Okay, yeah, I ain't gonna listen to that from you. You're the only person that I'm not gonna listen to that. So Hyuko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel like it's conflicted. Ooh, Sonia.
Oh my!
Did the door open? Yeah, Hyuko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What, did something happen? No, if it is just, I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. What does she mean? Oh boy, so many things. Wait, actually only two things. The bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Okay. Where are you? Where the fuck are you, bitch? I know you have to be somewhere here. Look what I found.
No.
Look who the fuck I found. Haha. There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the spare disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However,
Her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides the disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
perhaps.
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday I went to go to talk to her, since she had been in her room for some time. I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence it was not locked at the time. And then I saw it. Yoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiro no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't take her kimono.
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Yoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiro, as Mahiro kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to take her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiro taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyuko,
By chance, are you having...
are you
Oh.
having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I
By the way,
can do
what
it.
about 250 coins?
Because Mahiru taught me. That's why.
What's the problem
I
with
can do
the
it on
amount
my
of
own.
money I currently possess?
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be Hyuko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyuko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in our conversation. Nobody knew. If that's the case, how did the killer know Hyuko was going to the music venue? Something wrong. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her own. I feel like I couldn't say find any important clue. Oh well. Gudonk, it's time!
So, how's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP!
It's already time. So this again. I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be coward. There is only book and Hiyoko became victims. The only thing I can do is go. I never remember which way is it. When I'm on this island, I think I went into a completely wrong direction. Yeah, but definitely. Oh, no, it was actually a good direction. But first... You good? Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of the Monokuma rock, and soon enough... Is everybody here? Do you guys wanna go to the class trial? Hey Dirk, hold it right there. What? Don't get in my way, right? This sister could short a few brain cells. My brain works just fine. Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I see, so you have come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say? Oops.
Anyway.
Since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. Now then, I gotta go first. Oh fuck, I skipped it. Did you hear what he said? Don't worry about it, there's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead, there's no way, not in a million years. More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
How about it?
Who knows, maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What do you yearn?
What are you saying, fiend? You'll find soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, alright. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended toward the gaping. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller, but I can turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock. What the? Huh? The elevator began its steep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator was opened slowly, almost tantalizingly. What the fuck was that word? Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness, and I walked into that place. Oh my. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, two people got killed at the same time and Nekomaru not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother?
That's...
What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. And so, the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. Ibuki me ordered ultimate when I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Same! Fucking same! Hiyoko Sayune is the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you never know she was actually selfish and full-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed those two is Amogus. I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake. For our friend's sake. For Ibuki and Hiyoko's sake. Boo. And so the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. This game is so painful. This life-threatening trial belonging with hope and despair has begun. Yes. Yes, I would like to do that. Right. Yes. So now I can finally take skills in, right? Okay. Increases influence courage. Allows you to lock onto. Easier to shift mood to your favor. Effective doing. Okay. Sharpness increases by 5. Effective doing. Okay. Finish. Okay, let's fucking go.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Yeah, it will be lovely.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. If you pick the wrong person, I will punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Yeah, makes sense, makes
Who
sense.
cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already.
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
What?
You know, because I was asleep the whole time. Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Head? Huh. What's wrong with that?
He do be kind of sassy.
The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Oh boy. What a quote.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Huh?
Let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Okay.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from the symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time.
That was coming so
I pressed the
far.
button to
Yeah.
turn on the monitor. What appeared on screen was
The worst thing that's happened in this entire fucking game.
someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late.
Fuck. What if he was only a little bit faster?
The person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already
Nah.
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there.
Oh man.
At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
I'm gonna be a fucking
We were also
suspect.
looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could.
What do you mean by that?
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
Bro.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag.
I wonder why.
So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. And when that
That's when we heard the body discovered.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared.
Bro, it's so long.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
You fucker. You fucker.
I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious.
You fucker.
Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and
You motherfucker.
body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
You motherfucker. You fucking piece of shit.
An inconvenient truth for you.
You piece of garbage. Fucking lying.
If you're not
Wait,
lying,
wait, I've got a ticket. I have a fucking ticket, bitch.
come
You
on,
fuck.
prove it to me.
You five it.
You're not the killer.
Okay. Okay, Nagito is based. Nagito is helping me out. Nagito is helping me out. Nagito is a Okay, I like Nagito. He's helping me out and he fucking knows it. He fucking knows he's helping me out in this way, bro. Nagito is complete trash. Just as Kazuichi said, Nagito is the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it. I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. No, I'm not. I've got the fucking ticket. I have the ticket. I've got the ticket. Monokuma said, he stamped it with today's date.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself.
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
That's
Why
true.
would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie
Fuck.
means it probably is Hajime's.
Okay, I know what I have to shoot with what.
Hajime's testimony.
Hajime's and the fact that it
That would also.
I don't think I can. After all,
why would Hajime
Well, obviously.
did Hajime
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Ha!
No, that's wrong.
Get clapped on. Get fucking clapped on.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Yes, that's the
Of
truth.
course you're not. I already knew that.
See, I told you that Nagito is on my side and he's 200 IQs. I always believed in you. Please forget what I said before. Okay? I always knew you were on my side, Nagito. As I said before, I knew he's 200 IQs on my side.
Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it.
Nagito, you big bro.
Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the
Now,
first place.
okay, now I know who I'm gonna,
What are you doing?
oh.
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
I'm gonna, meet more with Nagito next.
Also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
what a waste of time. Well,
Hmm.
you would know
Everybody knew.
anyway.
It's fucking
Now
Nagito.
then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible.
Definitely ain't possible.
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone.
No, he did not. He did
So
not.
What we gotta do is establish who could have possibly
I
done
think.
it.
I think he killed her earlier.
Ask Hajime, how long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
so they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
Because they killed her earlier.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Indeed.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time.
Hmm.
And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me too?
Me too?
What the hell?
What about Gundam? Oh wait,
The others
okay, I
all
know
have
why.
alibis.
Never mind.
Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that.
Hmm.
And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
Nekomaru.
Me too!
Okay, that was nice, Monokuma. That was nice, Monokuma.
Not up to something weird, are you? Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
Indeed it is. The killer was inside the music venue. Hiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? Oh fuck, what do I have? What bullets do I have? Motorroom key. Surveillance video. Semi-transparent globe.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
That person in my contact is the truth. I should be able to prove that. Okay.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
Okay, so that's gonna.
To keep us from
I
getting
think
in.
it's gonna be semi-transparent
It
globe.
seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
Wait, also for the
The lock
time.
was on the floor.
Are you talking about the
You can use that as a. By doing that, the killer waited till we gathered to and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they...
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Okay, so it's I either gotta shoot him or Gundam. I
The
think
killer
with
was still
the
inside
globe.
the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
Yes,
No, that's wrong.
easy.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't ever told that semi-transparent globe. It didn't taste nice. It wasn't. I think it was glue.
I see! That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too.
Ah.
It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth.
Whoa.
And all that. I'm certain it was glue.
Why did you even put that in your mouth,
No
Chiaki?
glue was edible.
It fucking
I
isn't.
believe it is not something one typically eats.
Indeed.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
Hmm.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck.
Okay, so far it's not that bad. So far it's pretty easy.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to...
Is there any question that is so like hard or fucking stupid like in the last one?
The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't
Hmm.
that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Oh man.
Are
Diversion,
you
you say?
saying the drumstick was a trap the killer then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Indeed you did.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Bro, it's a fucking circle.
During the 10 minutes
You're supposed to be a circle,
killer
cycle,
murdered Hiyoko
you know?
and created a closed
Or a ball.
space.
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done
Hmm.
it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Indeed.
But when
Yeah.
Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Kyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time. when Hyoko was actually
Ooh.
killed earlier.
Just reveal?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
Oh, I know what that is. Wait. Fucking Hangman Gambit. Wait, I need. Wait, what the fuck is the word? What the fuck is the word? It was wallpaper. Wait, it was wallpaper, it was black wallpaper. That's wallpaper. That's what wallpaper count? I think, yeah, he said like wallpaper 3 times. Wait, so how were you playing this? Wall. Wait, two fucking else. Okay, that was probably the easiest Hangman Gambit that I ever did. They were so fucking slow.
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper?
Oh fuck.
In the music venue storage room, was shelved in black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there?
Indeed, there was.
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper...
None.
See? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
Bro. Okay, wait. The scrap of paper was stuck to the button lighting. I found the story. Okay, so now my fucking question is, how can you always be 3 steps ahead of everybody here, right? How, you already know who the killer is. You already have it all figured out. How can you be 3 fucking steps ahead of everybody and you are like, yeah, you are better than me, yeah, you are better, bro. No, I'm talking about Nagito. Bro, no, you ain't getting the point of what I said. How can Nagito, right, be 5 steps ahead and still be fucking the present like, oh, I'm awful, oh, I'm the worst, oh, you are the true. Bro, he's 5 steps ahead and he's like, oh no, I'm the worst. That was my point. If you, bro, before you say something, right, get till the end of the, of my sentence, of my point, and then answer. Not in the middle, because as you can see, the middle wasn't what I meant. But why is he so fucking like, oh no, I'm the worst, even though he's 5... Bro, that is stupid. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Bro, so many games, one after the other. How was this one? Wait, how am I supposed to play this one? Okay, so that's how you jump. Okay. Wait, how do you jump? That's how you jump. Okay. Oh, there's a fucking jump? Am I blind or something? Yep, I'm blind. This one is higher level than that, but I think that makes sense. Why did Hyoko body suddenly appear? It was hidden. That's no obvious. What did the killer use to hide her body? The wallpaper. Okay, so far pretty easy. Pretty damn easy. No problems at all. Okay. How did the killer hide her body? He found they covered the pillar? I don't understand, actually. They found the wall. Yeah? No. They covered the pillar.
It's all coming together.
Nice.
I got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
The body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
Oh my.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fit.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on it.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once.
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it. There are so many similarities.
Oh my.
It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason... Mix up the kill order.
I see!
Yeah.
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
So that's important.
Hyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
Oh my.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change
What the
my
fuck,
mind.
Gundam?
What a jerk!
What the
Oh, I
fuck,
see.
Gundam?
You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
Yeah, but
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed.
I don't know, Gundam, you kinda know.
A class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You are the one to say that.
I want to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, we are just gonna talk in cycles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Okay, I think it's gonna be this one.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
There
Agree
was
with that.
consent. The most important thing.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint bloodstains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power
Oh
of
boy.
the evil eye. Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
What the fuck is your problem, Gundam?
You have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? It's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our
Bruh.
difference. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
I don't have clue what bullet can I use. I think I will go with this one. At least at the
You're
moment.
saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me
Ah,
to cut
get
through
wrecked.
those words. That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish
Hello.
things.
So far, this one seems to be the easiest one. I can predict what's gonna happen before it happens. Like, what answer should I
You look
take?
closely. There's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
No. Why would I?
When the killer
As I said,
died,
this one seems to be the easiest so far. Oh fuck, I skipped it.
already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
So far, I could just predict what bullet or sword do I need before it.
Was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hiyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
I am listening.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yup.
Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to. Then it's decided. Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's conviction.
What do you mean by more interesting? What does it do?
Now then, let us resume.
What does mean do? If it makes minigames more difficult, then fuck it, I'm not gonna do it. In which ways? There are many ways to...
Something like this happened last time too.
Bro, there are many ways to make game harder.
Suicide. What are we supposed to do?
Huh? Suicide?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hiyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hiyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience,
nope.
right?
That's totally impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with.
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means...
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders. After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left,
Bro.
that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crimes.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging.
Since looking back at our previous trial and how many times I had where there were, you know, still for the stupid persons, yeah, I don't think I think it would be no.
So that means
Too much from a small brain. Small brain. Small brain.
Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If
Bruh.
Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
I know. There's no
According to
blood.
the video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she
I
climbed
mean,
the stepladder, right?
It looks hard to die, to be honest. To be honest, it looks hard to die. I could even brute force one at some point, if you remember correctly. I think it was in the first or second and still didn't die.
They used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest
Just alibi.
Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
No.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement, and I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the
Well,
announcement.
no. If I remember correctly, the tip said if I change it in the middle of the game, I'm gonna start it from the beginning. I ain't doing that. No fucking way.
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest.
Commands. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh boy. Now it's gonna be harder.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Yes.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
The murder supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. The person couldn't have an alibi for that time.
We can
Wait, what do I have here? Fuyuhiko's account, Sonia's account.
And what about
Sonia's
the
account
others?
doesn't. I don't think it matters.
right before the morning announcement.
I need to check Mikan's account and Fuyuhiko because I don't remember them. Sonia and Fuyuhiko. Yeah, no, Mikan's and Fuyuhiko. After Fuyuhiko met Mikan in front of the hospital, they split up. Right up until the morning announcement. Morning Mikan was with Hajime.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Fuyuhiko doesn't
Aside
matter.
from those afflicted by the disease,
Right,
if
let
nobody
me
has an alibi, then Operation
wait
Destroy the
once more. Fuyuhiko, Sonia's. Okay, Sonia's. Hiyoko was this. Oh, let's go with the details. Hiyoko was disturbed because her kimono was disheveled and she was unable to tie it on her own. That's when Sonia apparently told her about the full-length mirror. Okay. After Fuyuhiko met Mikan in front of the hospital, they split up to try to avoid. They tracked the movie theater to Technical Avenue, but they didn't find anyone. Apparently Fuyuhiko and Mikan. Right up until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime, me, and everybody knows that I didn't do that. The whole time afterward, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that she has a fucking alibi. Yeah. She has a fucking alibi.
We can exclude the sick.
And what
I
about
hope it's
I was
that's
totally
the one.
sleeping.
I think everyone.
So everyone who stayed.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi,
Mikan has an alibi. Alibi.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
you two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together.
Ah, Mikan, shut the fuck up.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
And the perv.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime. Much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
Oh, okay, that was cute. Oh my god.
So we were together until
Mikan woke
before the
Chiaki.
announcement.
No boy.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
Indeed.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Oh my.
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
What might it be? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside the trap set by one of us. If so, then octopus, and what kind of trap is it? It was getting interesting. Bruh. Hello, Monomi. Their moss balls sure look tasty today. Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls. And here is some trance time. What's that? Now then, Monomi, appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. So those dregs who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you are whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 3... well, that's too long. It will just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. Then... I'm Sammy, magical miracle girl Sammy. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk. This, I thought a certain robot city was supposed to be the best.
What a
Disappointment. Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Those breaks.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like this even exist? It's
suddenly got quiet in here.
Indeed.
Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Yeah, definitely.
Again. If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
Bruh. Then do it, you coward. Shut him up forever.
Thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie.
The toughest movie.
About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Yep, that was also what I was thinking, like the whole time, where are the arrows?
But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
Indeed. Indeed.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying Hyoko's murder wasn't.
Yeah. Hyoko's murder wasn't? Yes!
I understand
Oh, I just... Okay, I understand everything now. I understand everything now.
Poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
I mean, not everything, but what Pieki means.
Strange details. Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
Yeah,
So,
let's see.
you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hyoko went to the music venue? If that's the key to all this. I need to... Yeah, that's easy. I know that. Where are you? Wait. Wait. Where is... Okay, I don't know anymore.
Go to the music venue?
What I have?
There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
4. She was guided by the will of causality.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know.
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe.
Okay, I think it has to be the... Yeah, it was the Motorunki. That's the only thing that mattered in this whole bullets I had.
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way.
Yeah, but honestly, this one really seems the easiest. Why the fuck third one so far seems to be the easiest one out of every other one.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would otherwise. There's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Okay, now that might be hard.
Are you saying my gut was wrong? This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
What else do I have? I mean swords. The smoke. Sonia's account.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
Why?
But Hyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on! Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Oh wait. Because there should be no doubt about that.
Hold on! Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono... There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer! That's the proof she was abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all!
Ah! A scary contradiction.
Hold on! Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
Okay. So it was here, but on the second one.
The reason Hyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue.
Then the reason her
Oh
kimono
my.
was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something.
You fucking perv. Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Oh.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake.
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened
Ooh.
when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
Killed Hyoko.
Ooh.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey Nagito,
Any idea?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Yep.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death.
You know, we already finished talking about it a while ago.
Indeed we did.
Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no way to-
And you are the one saying that, by the way. You never helped in any of those. No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there would be footprints all over the place if you kept walking around.
Strange. That's very strange.
This is strange? What's strange?
I see, it's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints, there's still an important clue left that was completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why? Why weren't there footprints on the stepladder?
I can prove it with this.
Bro, this is honestly...
If Ibuki used
Bro,
the stepladder-
this one is honestly too easy. Like, everything makes sense. What the fuck? Why is this game making sense? Why?
There weren't?
Huh?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
Do you notice such a small detail? How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
What are you talking about? You're obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Kamada, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did.
It wasn't her. It was the killer.
There's something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video, hmm?
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
So, just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video, and whether or not we can reach that hidden truth, it's all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
If there was some hidden clue in that video, I should have seen some instrument as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video, so I'm the only one who can do it. The hanging video that I saw, based on everything we know from the part. The ladder is different.
Here!
The ladder is different because no blood on it.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the step. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue. What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki.
Conference room in the hospital.
Incredible deduction.
Oh, fuck. Wait, no, that wouldn't make... Would it? Chiaki said that the stepladder was at a different place, but... If that's the case, the thing that's different between the video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing, the place where the killer did something. Wait, it's not conference room. How many fucking words? I mean, well, fuck. I mean letters. Let's try this. F. Is it filming? Yeah. It definitely looks like this. Yeah. Oh fuck. Fuck. Oh. Okay, so that's how we do this. Bro. Wait, oh, okay. Bro, this game is... Oh. Bro, Hangman. I think I hate this one the most. I hate this one the most.
That's right. Besides the step ladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera.
In order to show us that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else, what did the killer do to the surveillance camera unit? Okay, logic dive, let's fucking go. I had a brain luck. Okay. Which part of the surveillance camera unit did the killer tamper with? The camera. That's easy, since I think I get the gist of it and I think I know. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh, easy. And I think I know what happened. So yeah. Oh fuck. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the musical venue? The musical venue. Yeah, I think okay, I think I know what happened over there. I mean, now I'm pretty sure of it. My head is fucking spinning. Okay. What did the killer do with the camera from the... They took it with them. Bro, that one is easy. I'm honestly astonished so far.
It's all coming together. That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyogo's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Indeed, it wasn't.
Well, that's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
He destroyed it.
I see! The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces,
I don't know.
you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
Even you.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's
It was in the hospital conference room.
Transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Another place, as long as it was transmitting to a hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where can... Yeah, it's easy. The only possibility is that place inside that building. Fuck you! Conference room, I know that. But fuck you. I meant to do that. Okay. Fuck! Okay. 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 Easy.
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
To make the venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. I've got to make it clear what the work was. Yeah, it's this one.
There's no way the conference and the music venue look this.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
What's the diff?
Or did they make some kind of set?
Wait. I knew that was it. The killer must have fashioned the background so that. However, where did they make it? Based on the proof that you have presented, it appears that mistaken.
Damn it!
Bruh!
There's no way the conference and the music venue look.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
No? Okay, this one is hard mostly because I have no clue. So the other one that Kazuichi gives, I think.
There's no way the music venue.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the, or did the music venue look like the? That must
Okay. A little bit of brute force never killed anybody, right? I mean, it did a lot of people, but ignore that.
Make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stick.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like a conference room?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else. It's gotta be that. I think it's gotta be rope. Yeah, it's gotta be rope. Okay, so it's not a rope. So if it's not a rope, if not the rope and candle, those are the only two things that are, you know, that were there.
You're referring to the candle in the music venue, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason. But the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during
Okay, so
that's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
okay, I'm kinda tired at the moment. So this is where we will be ending our lovely live stream. Thank you for watching. See ya, and on the next time we got to catch that fool, that fiend. Yeah, indeed, we did. So anyway, thank you for watching, and bye bye!